What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today I am playing six-player progressive on Classic. But the difference between this video and my normal videos is the question I'm asking today is, are you a beginner? So what I'm going to be doing in this game is very different than my usual content. My usual content is fairly specific, focused on high-level play and ranking up and doing well. I am a progressive specialist, but for this game we're going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to focus not on myself, which is the turquoise player. I'm going to focus on yellow, who is Ryan, and Ryan is new to the game. He's played a couple of ranked games. He's won 2 out of his first 4, so that's pretty good. And I'm going to pay all of my attention to how Ryan plays and comment on what he's doing right, comment on what he's doing wrong, because Ryan is the beginner in this game. We have some really high-ranked opponents. We have Zeraki, who is number 1 or number 2 at the moment. Ben is a top 500 player. I'm currently 37th in the world, and it is my turn, so let's play it. I have a concentration here. Maybe I could connect that way. I want to bolster this position, and I'm going to cut through there. After me, we have Parlox, who is another top 10 player. I don't think I've played against Orange before. So let me just take a look at who Orange is. Raging Dino. Okay, so they look like a Grandmaster as well. Alright, so we've one beginner and a bunch of Grandmasters, so let's see what Ryan does. Started out, couple of times we've played, playing extremely aggressively and punch, so let's see if we've learned that lesson or not. If I was yellow, I would start here in Asia, because I want to get easy takes for the first 3 or 4 turns of the game. I would also bolster that position, but I wouldn't have put all my troops in there. So he does have 1 line out. But if he's trying to conquer South America now, which might be the thinking, it's too early. You don't have enough troops to punch through another 8 of your 2 opponents, right? So he's taken it slow. He made that 1 first attack, put all of his troops in, so he's making a claim for South America, which is fine. I wouldn't split, though. Okay, what I would do is, if I was trying to claim South America, I would put all my troops in Brazil and kind of incentivize my opponents to attack out and say, I'm going to kill you. So either you spend your troops now or you lose them. Also, what I would have done instead of this is I would put half my troops up here in the Japan-Mongolia complex. I would have still, if I wanted to make a claim on South Am, I would have made a slower claim, right? I would put only 3 troops in instead of 6. But Ryan is in a great position going last in progressive, because unless something changes, he gets the big match. Okay, so I'm going to swing around to the Northwest Territories, because I don't want to be in between Greenland and Iceland, right? I don't want to block people from having access. I don't want to have to have them push through me to kill their players. So, basic heuristics, your basic strategic plan for a game of progressive, okay, which 6 opponents. The matching sequence, the cards matter the most, okay? So you don't care as much about your board position. You don't care as much about occupying continents, is what I mean when I say board position, as you do care about getting cards. Let's see what he does on turn 2. So, does Ryan continue in South America, or does he diversify? So what I like to do is I like to have my eggs in 2 baskets in progressive, okay? If I'm trying to claim South America, I would have put my troops there, because rolling 8 on 4 would be slightly better odds than 7 on 4, but it won, so he's okay. Now he's in a good position, and he's threatening whoever turquoise is. Oh, that's me. I should probably get the hell out of South America. So I'm going to take that hint, right? I'm not going to punch into him. I'm going to punch out, and then I'm going to maybe have a 3-position play, right? So I have the northern part of North America, I'll have the southern part of North America, and I'll have this nice piece in the Middle East that I start out with. So your heuristics for progressive. You want to get a take on every turn, and you want to have that take be as inexpensive for you as possible. So I'm going to give Ryan South America. I'm going to give him his wish, and let's see if it works out for him. So, yeah, well played, right? I can tell that's what he wanted me to do. So now he's going to capture South America. on the third turn. So he gets that extra 2 bonus a turn, but again, we're not playing fixed, we're playing progressive. So the matching sequence goes 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, and then up by 5. So the first person to match a second time gets the 20. If you kill an opponent, you take their cards. If you're holding 5 cards in your turn, you match in turn. Your clock gets reset to another 30 seconds or maybe 60 seconds, depending, and you get to keep punching. So this is key. This is how you win games of progressive. I tend to kill people on the 7th turn with an early second match or the 8th turn, and I tend to kill people in sequence. And we'll see if Ryan has adopted this strategy yet, because hopefully after watching this video, he'll understand a lot more of the basic principles of playing progressive. But he captured his continent turn 3. So now what you would want to do if you were yellow is you would want to make sure you don't lose your position in Asia. You would want to make sure you expand, and you would want to line yourself up to kill whoever you can kill. The problem with this board is you're playing against really good opponents, and they all know that's what you're trying to do, and that's also what they're trying to do. So the real trick here is to not overextend. I have 3 positions. I'm going to open up a 4th, which is not something I usually do, but considering the field is what it is, all high quality opponents, I want to make myself as difficult to kill as possible. And do I want to move my 7 here? Maybe. I think I do. Okay. So I have 4 positions. I have a weak spot in Northern Asia, but it's not a single. Parlox takes India. Sticks himself next to me. Looks like I'm sandwiched between 2 Goliaths, but at least I have a small 4th position. I'm interested to see what Ryan does on his turn. If I was yellow on my 4th turn, what I would do is put 2 troops here to strengthen it up to 6 and just have 2 6s guarding Southam. Put the rest in Asia and start getting easy takes up there. It looks like he's going more on the I'm guarding Asia, I'm guarding South America plan, but he has 1 troop remaining. Let's see where that one goes. Because you get 5 instead of 3 because you get the extra 2. Okay, so it goes into Southam as well, and he attacks North Africa. That's fine. This is a very safe sort of novice way of thinking. And he pulls back. Interesting. Not something I would have done in this particular case. I would have pushed into Northam and left it guarding. Okay? So now, someone gets to cut through and take Africa. Zeraki has 3 8s, and he gets his take in Asia. And what is Ben doing? Ben is playing the 3-position play. He has forces in Madagascar, forces in Alaska, and forces in Iceland. And he's splitting them evenly, so they're 9 stacks. No, 8 stacks? Yeah, okay. And get chips on me, and I will get that. I can reciprocate that easy take up there if I so choose. But I actually want to be in 4 places right now. I feel like being in 4 places secures me from getting accidentally killed or intentionally killed, as the case may be. And I also open up a line for yellow to expand in the other direction from South America, which I know he wants to do. So you can guard South America from 2 positions interior. You can guard South America from 2 positions exterior. We're not terribly interested in guarding continents in progressive, but it's not the worst thing in the world if everyone lets you have it. Raging puts in a big stack in Northam and a big stack in Central Europe, so they're a lot more closer together than I would like. So orange players a lot more closer together than I would like them to be, or rather if I was playing it. Maybe he's looking to consolidate his army into a big one and then kill someone. Ryan matched early. Don't do this. If you're a beginner, do not match in until the last possible minute. So what he got, he was set up to get the 15. Instead, he got the 4. Why? Is he worried about somebody breaking his South America? Nobody showed any sort of aggression to it. In fact, I've been backing out for the last 2 turns. Also, he now has his armies locked interior to himself, so he can't expand further out of South America unless somebody takes North Africa or Mexico. So you see how if you're a beginner, you see how your armies are locked inside of yourself and you don't have access to them, which means you can't use them. This is a defensive play. Okay? This is what you would do if you were worried about dying. What you want to be at this turn, which is now turn 6, this is when the matching starts in Progressive. When you're holding 5, you're forced to match. What you want to do on this turn is look to see who you can kill. Everyone is playing well, everyone is balanced and equal. I'm not going to open up the front in South America. I'm going to put one troop in Siberia, and I'm going to connect through the middle of North America. What is great about the middle of North America is it is what I consider one of these nexus territories. So what I mean by nexus is it is central to a lot of other territories. I think central Canada is the name of the territory. It connects to 6. And there are a couple other territories that connect to 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. North Africa does it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middle East does it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Ukraine does it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you see, I set myself up in one of those positions in 2 of those positions now, because I want to have access to whoever I can kill. Once I can ascertain who the fish is, I want to eat that fish. It's a good review for me. I'm going over like all the base heuristics for progressive cards. If you're a beginner, I like it a lot. It's a great idea. I'll pat myself on the back a little bit. Okay, orange matches in, gets the big match, gets the 15. Okay, at this point in the game, I check to see if I have a match, and I don't have a match on 3. You're like 40% odds to have a match on 3. You're like 75% odds to have a match on 4. Okay, Ryan puts his entire bonus interior. Don't do this, guys. You got to make sure you can punch out. Maybe he's trying to attack with this 3. Okay, so he does have a 4. 4 on 1 is still 100%, and he punches me again. Okay, so I have been retreating like a coward away from South America. And I really can't allow that to continue anymore. But I'm also not worried about South America because he is playing like a beginner. I can tell he's locked the majority of force in himself, and now he's attacking. So that's fine. Now he's trying to capture more of North America, which won't be allowed to occur, right? He has 3 opponents out also in there, and they're not going to stand for it. And he's already matched, and his big army is locked inside of himself, so he's not threatening, unless he moves it during the fortify stage. He moves it out 1. Very interesting. So if I cut into either, that was a great move. That was a great move, because if I cut into either of these, this position in Mexico is now guarding both sides of the United States. If I cut into either of these, I allow him to reciprocate. Ben is looking really strong with 3 positions. I kind of want to bolster my 3rd position as well. I'm going to let Ryan expand out and continue to shrink the board for everybody else. Parlox has a main position in Southern Europe and 2 extensions that run into Australia and the Eastern African part. Orange has 2 large positions, and they're much closer to each other. And we'll get to Ryan's 5th turn, or what is it? This is turn 6. We'll get to turn 7 shortly. Okay, Orange bolsters their corner of Oz, matches in with a 20. Starts punching Parlox. Very interesting, very interesting. So, I am next to match before Parlox, and I'm holding 4, and I don't have a match on 4. This is what kills you in Progressive. Not having a match on 4 when you need it in the late game is key. We're moving into the late game now, okay, where people start dying. The board will shrink, and someone's going to be the fish, and someone's going to be easier to kill. My problem is, I know how good Parlox is, and if he's after me and he's kind of lining himself up to eat me, and I'm holding 5, that's real bad. I wouldn't intentionally hold 5 at this stage of the game, but I don't have a match, and I can't see anyone that I can kill. Maybe I can try to kill. I can't. I'm going to lose pretty soon because of that. And Ryan backs off his army into. So he's now playing defensively, but it's not so bad to be playing defensively in the late game if you're kind of ahead. My question is more, does Parlox try to kill me? Or does he try to kill Ryan holding 4 cards, right? Maybe Ben will not have a match on 4 and he'll be holding 5 as well. But I don't think it's easier for Parlox to kill Ben. In fact, I don't actually think he even could. Yeah, he could kill Ben, but he'd have to punch through Orange's 13 here, so it would be harder. I think I might just die. Right? I think Parlox might just eat me. And that's fine. That's what happens when you don't have... Oh, no! Oh, no! Zareki beats us to the punch, and he takes out Parlox. Cool. So, Zareki matches in again, holding 5, right? This sucks. I'm going to lose just because I didn't get a match on 4, but that's the way of progressive. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Zareki takes out Parlox. Let's see if Ben has a match, and if he does, what he does with it. I don't think anyone else is the fish. Well, maybe I'm the fish. Can Ben kill me? Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's what happens. I die. So, on Ben's turn, he gets the 25. Yes, so he kills me and takes my 4 cards. By putting all of his stack in Madagascar, a little bit in there to get central, right? But most of it here and just punch up that way. And I die. I die now. And you see how I predicted it? Because I would have done it if I was him. The game of progressive is eat or be eaten. No, he's not doing it. Okay, he could have. He chose not to. So, I'm fucked. I don't have a match. I'm going to show my displeasure by crying like a little baby. And I get an easy take somewhere, but it doesn't matter because my game is almost certainly over. I see the chance of me getting to my next turn as being almost 0. But Ryan's doing all right. So we have the beginner in this game who's going to finish at least ahead of 2 Grandmasters, I predict now. So, Ryan's holding 4. He likely has a match. Let's see what he does with it. Holding 13 territories, so he's getting 6 reinforcement, right? If you're holding 12, you get an additional 1, plus the 2 from South America. It's 55 troops, 4 cards. Where do they go? What Ryan needs to be thinking right now is, who can I eat? Don't take a piece of multiple people. Take all of one person and get their cards and match again. That's how you win this game in progressive. Okay, he gets a take in Asia. Hasn't moved the 5 and the 3 until now. He gets a take in Alaska. Feeling really strong. Oh, he punches Zareki. Okay. So, that was a suicidal move. So, now Zareki is going to die. Unless he has a match on 3, which is possible, because he's next to Act. Zareki is going to get eaten by the next available person. Can Ben do it? Yes. Ben can kill Zareki by putting his troops there, cutting through Asia, and using his majority force in Africa. So what Ryan did was, Ryan set up Zareki to die. Right? Oh no, Ben's trying to kill me instead. Interesting. Interesting. He's trying to win this game right now. He kills me, he gets my 5, and then he kills Zareki. That seems correct. Not having a match on 4 in the late game of progressive is almost certain death. So I lose. We have 4 players remaining. Ben should absolutely be killing Zareki right now. I can't imagine why he wouldn't. Yeah. Excellent. Get that 4 cards. And match again. And he's double. He got the double match. If you're holding 8, you match down to 5, and then you match down to 2, right? So if you're ever holding 8 in a turn, you get that sweet double match, and oh baby, Ben's gonna win this game now. So he kills Ryan next, probably, followed by the orange player, and Bob's your uncle. And that's the game. Way to go, Ben. No, he's going to kill the orange player first because you tend to want to knock out... Oh, he's not going to kill either? Oh, he's going for Ryan. Okie doke. Okie doke. Yeah, he's going for them both. Didn't save quite enough troops, though. It's very close. A bit closer than I would have liked to try and finish off yellow. But he succeeds, so it doesn't matter. And then orange is the second place finish in this game. And that's how that cookie crumbled. Ryan caused the death of Zeraki, and that's how everything falls in that sort of chain sequence in whatever it was, probably the 9th turn or so. So there's a bit of what not to do there for you guys, a bit of what to do in Progressive. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found some of it a good refresher if you're not a beginner, and if you are a beginner, I hope you found a lot of these rules to be useful and you enact them. And by all means, tell me what you think. Let me know if this was good. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what you want to see. And particularly dedicated to Ryan, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you got a lot out of this video. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.